And gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the sixth fight of the evening, scheduled for 10 rounds. Turkey taking on Thailand. Arin Konuk with the red short with the FCC logo, taking on Thailand's Aphiwat Tanchana with the black shorts with the white trim. We're about to get underway for round number one. Both fighters take center of the ring very early on in this fight. Ege doing a good job with a nice stiff jab, but of course Aphiwat returns with a nice jab to the body. We have got a classic southpaw against the southpaw. Both fighters exchanging jabs early on. And again, both fighters trading jabs, but it looks like Aphiwat was just in range just a little bit more than Ege there. And a nice counter punch landed by Aphiwat as well, over the top. Very intelligent round by both fighters very early on, trying to feel each other out. It's a nice war of the jabs. Both fighters just feeling each other out, trying to get a read on one another. And Ege pushes his opponent back with a nice jab, followed up by the left hand as well. And a nice stiff jab hitting the guard of Aphiwat. Both fighters very even so far in their exchanges. Both fighters trying to find where their opponent is with the jab. Both fighters now in the clinch. Ege did try and turn that jab into a nice lead hook as well. Both fighters now again in the center of the ring, exchanging lever, but it was Ege who landed a nice body shot as well. And again, he follows up that jab with a nice body shot very early on. Very nice to see. We are scheduled for 10 rounds, so both fighters realize that this is not a sprint, it is a marathon. There's no reason to go too crazy in the first round. Feel each other out, get a read on one another, and then find out their weaknesses. And again, Ege charges in with a jab followed up by a big left hand and just misses. Aphiwat looks like he's trying to counterpunch Ege as he walks in. And there it is again. Ref is asking him to keep his head up a little bit higher. Already 2 minutes gone in round number one of the sixth fight of the evening. Ege again jumps in with a nice jab and dips underneath the counterpunch of Aphiwat, already reading Aphiwat's timing. A fantastic round for both of these fighters, showing their ring IQ, their range management. The fight is now in the center of the ring, trying to get an opening, trying to get a read. And it was Ege who got the end of that jab. The fight is not as active as they will be. Again, we see Ege jumping in, and again, stiff left hand landed by both fighters. Both fighters felt shook after those counter punches. A classic exchange and a nice left hand landed by Ege. Almost tumbles his opponent. 4 seconds ago of round number one. Who's going to be stronger? A beautiful round. Ege may have just edged that round with a nice crisper punches, but round number two underway. Ege with the red shorts taking on Aphiwat with the black and white shorts. The fight is now in the center of the ring, and a very low shot by Aphiwat, but Ege doesn't complain and just stays in the fight. Ege now looking to counterpunch as Aphiwat is now changing his style. In the last round we saw Ege pushing on and trying to push the pace, but now we see Aphiwat now pushing the pace. And it looks like Ege is looking to counter, and there it is. He's waiting for Aphiwat to throw his big powerful hands, and Ege's going to come over the top of that left hand that he likes to throw. The fight is now in the center of the ring. Some scrappy punches, but doing a very good job to keep each other guessing on what's going to happen next, not allowing each fighter to really get a rhythm going at all. Nice stiff 1-2 landed by Aphiwat through the guard of Ege. Ege popping and weaving, looking for an opening and just missing with that big left hand. Aphiwat doing a good job to go down to the body and the head. Aphiwat throwing that counter punch as well. The fighters playing a little bit of ping pong in that clinch, hitting one another after the bell. He gave one and he gave one back. It's fair game. Ege now starting to find his home with that target. Starting to land that jab. And he pushes his opponent to the ropes and lands some nice body shots. And then Ege comes back to this. Ege is usually very, very calm. Even when he's got his opponent hurt, he stays very calm. He doesn't get too excited. He's very calculated, and you can see he's digging to the body of the hurt Aphiwat. Aphiwat has got to hold on. That's a big right hand upstairs, followed by a left to the body. Aphiwat needs to be very careful. Ege landed a big, powerful combination, and Aphiwat said, "You can have one of mine." The fight is now in the center of the ring. Not long to go in the second round. Ege now back behind the jab. Stiff jab to the body as well. It's a very good job to just throw the jab as many times as you can, upstairs and downstairs. The entire body is a target. Keep your opponent guessing with those jabs. Those jabs to the body will allow. And he walks into a counter punch by Aphiwat. But he shakes his head saying, "That didn't hurt me." 10 seconds to go for round two. Ege did a good job to keep the pressure on. Both fighters have landed absolute bombs on one another of this round. What a fight. But round number 3, Turkey taking on Thailand. Ege taking on Aphiwat. Round number 3. Nice stiff jab, landed very early on by Ege. Very similar to the last rounds. Both fighters using their jab perfectly. Ege looks like he's now on the front foot, trying to close the distance ever so slightly. And as you can close the distance, it allows you to throw more powerful shots as well. And a big swing and a miss, but Ege lands. Aphiwat now flicking that jab on his back foot. Ege going into the hand. And a big left hand onto the temple of Aphiwat. A delayed knockdown effect. He hit the temple of Aphiwat and touching equilibrium. He is back on his feet. Usually your head's fine, but your legs go. Let's see how Ege reacts. Usually Ege is very calm after he's knocked down his opponent. He doesn't get too excited, so let's see how he does this. Now just teeing off on his opponent. Aphiwat behind the jab, doing exactly what he needs to do. Aphiwat needs to stay very calm and put his hands up high because Ege is going to go for the kill. And a nice right uppercut followed by a right hand by Ege. Ege smells blood, and I think he wants to finish it in this round. Do you want to go 7 more rounds, or do you want to end it in the third? The fight's getting a little bit frustrated, very common in the clinch. Ege walks towards his opponent with a high guard. And followed by a right, sends his opponent into the canvas once more. Aphiwat looks more frustrated with that. Let's see how Ege tries to finish this round if he can. Now just teeing up and his opponent giving it everything he's got, throwing everything at him. Aphiwat is still dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. He's still got a counter punch in him. But if Ege sends his opponent down one more time, it's going to be very hard for the ref to continue this fight. Flinging that jab, but Aphiwat came down twice, but still looks like he's not entirely hit. Again, he goes to his knee. But the ref calls it a knockdown. It looked a little bit more of a slip. The ref has seen enough. A third knockdown.